Good morning, students. Today I am going to start the fifth chapter, that is lines and angles. Chapter number 5. So, as this is a continuation of a chapter which you have studied in 6th standard, there in 6th standard you studied about point. What do you mean by point? Next, lines, line segments, ray, different types of angles, acute angle, obtuse angle, right angle. Okay. Many things you studied in 6th standard, and triangles, different type of triangles also, acute angled triangle, obtuse angled triangle, right angled triangle. Okay. All these things we have studied in the 6th standard. Yeah, so in 7th standard, different types of angles or a pair of angles are studied in this lesson. Before starting this chapter 5, let's recall few points you have learnt in 6th standard. So, what do you mean by line and line segment? I hope you remember. What is the difference between line and line segment? Line segment has two endpoints. Line segment has a two endpoints, starting point as well as a end point, and it has a measurement also. You can measure the line segment, but if you extend the end points of this line segment endlessly, means if you just go on extending it, then it is known as a line. The difference between line and line segment is that line segment has a two end points, that is starting point as well as a end point. If you extend both points, then it will become line, and line don't have any proper measurement. Okay. Therefore, whenever we used to write line, I just use, if I want to mention this as a line, then I should write it as a AB, two arrowhead. This is showing line. Okay, this is a line. If I want to write about this line segment AB, which has around 5 centimeter, then I should write AB. Above it I should use a small strike line which shows AB is a line segment. That is the difference between line and a line segment. That's it. So next, what do you mean by angle? What do you mean by angle? Angle means what? When angle is formed? Angle is formed when two line or a two line segment, it may be line or a line segment, when they intersect, no, when they cut each other, or when they pass through each other, or when they pass through a common point, then angle is formed. Okay, whenever two lines or line segment, if they cut each other, or if they pass through a common point, or if they meet, if two line or line segment, if they meet at a common point, then angle is formed. How many angles are formed? Let us take this as a line AB. Take this as a line CD, and both line AB and line CD both meet at a common point O. Both are meeting at a common point O, or both are intersecting at a common point O, then angles are formed. How many angles are formed in this case? Total 4 angles are formed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, total 4 angles are formed. And how to write about a particular angle? If I want to mention this angle, I should write it as a angle AOD. AOD. Okay, and always remember where angle is formed at that point. Angle is formed at O in all four cases, first, second, third and fourth. In all four cases angle is formed at O, but arms are different. If I want to mention this angle, I should write angle AOD. If I want to mention about this angle, I should write AOC. Likewise, the nomenclature will differ. So where angle is formed, that letter must be in the middle, and either I can use this symbol which shows angle, or I can use this symbol also. Okay, I should make one cap symbol above the letter where the angle is formed, and the letter where angle is formed, it must and should be in between two letters. Okay, suppose I will take one example. So here many angles are there: PRS, SRQ, TRQ, TRP. Total 4 angles are there. So where angle is formed in this case? Here angle is formed. If I want to mention about this angle, then what should I write? Angle PRS. Angle PRS. Where the angle is formed, that letter must be in the middle, and remaining these two should be at the end, and you can use this symbol to represent that angle. Okay, so when angle is formed when two or more than two lines meet at a common point, or when they intersect, or when they cut each other, angles are formed, right? And angles are measured in degree. Using your protractor, you can read the angle of the, or measure of the angle. So in angle, how many types are there? In angle, you can easily say 3 types: acute angle, obtuse angle, and a right angle. I hope you remember what do you mean by acute angle, what do you mean by obtuse, and what do you mean by right angle. So different types of angle. Acute means what? Acute shortage. Acute means a sharp. When sharp edge is formed, acute. Whenever the measure of the angle is below 90 degree, when it is a below 90 degree, 0 to 90 degree, okay, sorry, not 0, 1 to 90 degree is known as a acute angle. Not 0, not 1, you can also use 0. 0 to 90 degree angles, in between whatever angle is there, it is known as a acute angle. 30 degree, 35, 36, 37, even 89 degree, 89.5 also known as a acute angle. Why it is acute? Because the shape of this angle is quite sharp. No, acute means sharp. The exact meaning of acute in English is sharp. So acute angles are quite sharp, therefore they are known as acute angle. Obtuse. What do you mean by obtuse? Obtuse angles are above 90 degree and less than 180 degree. Okay, above 90 degree means, above 90 degree means it will start from around 91 and it will go up to 179. From 91 to 179 degree. Acute means 0 to 89 degree. Once it becomes 90 degree, it has another name. In obtuse angle, what happens? Above 90 degree means 91 to 179 is known as a obtuse angle. So what do you mean by right angle? Right angle is formed when it is exact 90 degree. Exact. Whenever angle measures exact 90 degree, it is known as a right angle. Right. When the angle measures 180 degree, it is known as a straight angle. When it measures a 180 degree, it is known as straight angle. And whenever angle measures more than 180 degree, it is known as reflexive angles. These all things you studied in 6th standard. Therefore, I am not explaining in detail, because already you know what the meaning of acute, obtuse, right angle and straight angle, reflex angles. All these things are explained in 6th standard. Now, especially in the 7th, you need to study about a pair of angles. Pair of angles also you can say, or you can say related angles also. Related angles or pair of angles. Here the thing is here, related angles, or you can use a so far you identified a single angle, okay, individual angle. You identified an individual angle. Now there are different pairs, okay, where they have a different type of characters. Depending upon, we made different names also. First one is a complementary angles. In related angles, I am going to study about that. First one, complementary angles. Second, supplementary angles. Third one, the adjacent angles. Fourth one, linear pair. So what is the meaning of all these things? To explain complementary angles, what do you mean by complementary angles? When the sum of measure of two angles is equal to 90 degree, it is known as a complementary angles. Let me take two angles. Let us take angle AOB, which is 30 degree. Let's take another angle, which is that is angle CDE, which is 60 degree. Yeah, so angle AOB is 30 degree, and here angle CDE. Both are different angles, but if I add these two angles, 30 plus 60, which is equals to 90 degree, which is equals to 90 degree. Therefore, such pair is known as a complementary angles. ಈ ಥರ angles ಅದು ಎರಡೇ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಎರಡಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರೋ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, if I add these two angles, I will get 90 degree. If I get more than 90 also, it is not complementary. Less than also, it is not a complementary. I must and should get a 90 degree. If the sum of measure of any two angles is equal to 90 degree, then such angles are known as a complementary angles. I hope you can remember the statement, and the statement is also provided in the textbook. You can read it. Okay, if sum of measure of any two angles is equals to 90 degree, then such angles are known as a complementary angle. Then what do you mean by supplementary angle? What do you mean by supplementary angle? When the sum of measure of any two angles is equal to 180 degree, then such angles or such pair of angles is known as a supplementary angles. Let us take one more example. Angle PQR, which is a 120 degree. Let us take another angle which is around a 60 degree. Okay, angle PQR. Why I am taking Q in between P and R? Because angle is formed here, therefore 120 degree, and here angle ABC 60 degree. Now if the sum of angles, if the sum of measure of any two angles is equal to 180 degree, 120 degree plus 60 degree, which is nothing but 180 degree, then such a pair of angles is known as a supplementary angles. And you can also say angle PQR is supplementary to angle ABC, or you can also say angle ABC is supplementary to angle PQR. ಯಾವ ಥರ ರೀಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು? ಎರಡು ಸಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ರಿ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ? ಎರಡು ಸಮ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 180 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ರಿ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್. PQRಗೆ ಸಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ರಿ ಯಾವುದು? ABC ಗೆ ಸಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ರಿ ಯಾವುದು? PQR. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಸಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ರಿ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. But how to remember supplementary and complementary angles definition? Very simple. Look here. C stands for complementary, S stands for supplementary. C ನ ಈಸಿಲಿ ನೀವು 9 ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, 9 ಇಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು? 90 ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ complementary angles means sum of angles is always equal to 90 degree. S ಇಂದ ಈಸಿಲಿ you can make it 8 ಇಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು? 180 ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. Therefore supplementary angles sum is always 180 degree. By this you can remember, C means 90, S means 180. Complementary angles means sum of angles is 90 degree. Supplementary angles means sum of angles is equals to 180 degree. Try to remember this, right? ಅವು ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಕಡೆ ಇರಬೇಕಂತಿಲ್ಲ. It is just a pair. Okay, it's just a pair. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಎರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಸಮ್ಮ 90 ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಅವೆರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರಿಗೆ ಏನಂತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಎರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ದ ಸಮ್ 180 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಅವೆರಡೂ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ನಾವೇಂತೀವಿ? ಸಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ರಿ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ಅವು ಒಂದೇ ಕಡೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಸಮ್ಮು 90 ಬರಬೇಕು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಸಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರಬೇಕು? 180 ಬರಬೇಕು. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ ವೇ ಆಯಿತು. ಸೊ ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ಕವರ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Adjacent angles means for adjacent angles 3 conditions are there. Adjacent angles ಗೆ 3 condition ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. First condition, to tell any two angles as adjacent, the two angles must have a common vertex. ಎರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲನ್ನು ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್? ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವೇರ್ 2 ಆರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಮೀಟ್. ಎರಡು ಸೈಡ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಆಗುವಂಥ ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಗೆ ನಾವು ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್, ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇದು ಪ್ಲೂರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಏನು? ವರ್ಟೈಸಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್? ನೋಡಿ, ಎರಡು ಆರ್ಮ್ಸ್, ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ದು ಎರಡು ಆರ್ಮ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ 2 ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಆಗುವಂಥ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಗೆ ಏನಂತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಎರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ದು ಒಂದು ಕಾಮನ್ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ? ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು ಕಾಮನ್ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್. ಥರ್ಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ನಾನ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್ should be on the inner side. Should be on either side of common arm. Understood? So ಮೂರು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅದ. ಮೂರು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ನು ಯಾವ ಎರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಅವು ಎರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ, ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಒನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. In this diagram, total how many angles are formed? One angle and total two angles. Actually ಇದನ್ನು ಹಿಡಿದ್ರೆ total 3 angles ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, now let's not move into that concept. Now total 2 angles are there. Angle AOC, angle AOC, this one, and angle COB. Okay. ಸೊ ಎರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ. ಸೊ ಇವೆರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಹೌದೋ ಅಲ್ಲೋ, ಎರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಹೌದೋ ಅಲ್ಲೋ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಏನು, ಕಾಮನ್ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. AOCಗೂ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಲುಕ್ ಎಟ್ ದಿಸ್, AOCಗೂ ಓನು ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ರೈಟ್? For angle AOC, O is also vertex, and don't forget that for angle COB, O is also one vertex. So E angle ge ಮತ್ತು E angle ge O is a common vertex. Therefore first condition is satisfied. Both have a common vertex. O is the common vertex here. O AOC ಗೂ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಡುತ್ತೆ, COB ಗೂ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಡುತ್ತೆ O. Therefore O is a common vertex. First condition is satisfied. Second condition, ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಕಾಮನ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸೈಡ್ ಅದಾವೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? AO is a 1 arm, OC is a 1 arm, OB. Total 3 arms are in this diagram. Total 3 arms are there. So about which two angles I am talking now? I am talking about these two angles, angle AOC ಮತ್ತು COB. angle AOC ಮತ್ತು COB ಒಳಗೆ OC is a common arm. AOC ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ OC ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು, COB ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ CO ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Therefore this arm CO is used by both angles. CO is used by first angle also and second angle also. Therefore CO is a common arm. CO ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇದೇನಿದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ನು ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ. ಮೂರನೇ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಏನು, ನಾನ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್. ಕಾಮನ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೇ ಇರುವಂಥ ಆರ್ಮ್ಸ್ should be on either side of the common arm. or in short ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್ ಎರಡು ನಾನ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮದ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಇವೆರಡು ನಾನ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್. AOC ಒಳಗೆ AO ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ COB ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲೂ AO ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. therefore it is a non common arm. AOC ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ OB ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. therefore it is also non common arm. ಇವೆರಡು ನಾನ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಏನು, ಒಂದು ಕಾಮನ್ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಕಾಮನ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಎರಡು ನಾನ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಆವಾಗ ಈ ಎರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸಿಗೆ ಏನಂತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಎಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ AOC ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ COB ಆರ್ ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ adjacent. Both are, now I can say angle AOC and angle COB are adjacent angles. ಮೂರು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಮೂರು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆವಾಗ ಅವೆರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಒನ್ ಅನದರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. Look, in this diagram many angles are formed. 1, 2, 3, total 3 angles. Actually illೊಂದು 4 ಆಗುತ್ತಾ, 4 angles ಆಗುತ್ತಾ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ being let us take these are angles. Now what I will do, I will check whether this angle means what here? AOB, and this angle means what? This angle is formed by POQ. Are they adjacent? AOB ಮತ್ತು POQ adjacent ಹೌದಲ್ಲ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಕಾಮನ್ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ AOB ಗೆ POQ ಗೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ O ಅದ. ಕಾಮನ್ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ O. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇಸ್ satisfied. AOB ಒಳಗೂ O ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ, POQ ಒಳಗೂ O ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. therefore both have a common vertex. Second, common arm. is there any common arm? AOB ಒಳಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುವಂಥ ಆರ್ಮ್ AO ಮತ್ತು OB. AOB ಒಳಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? AO ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ OB. POQ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ PO ಮತ್ತು QO ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಫೇಲ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಅವಾಗಿದೆ ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ adjacent or non-adjacent angles. ಸೊ ಇವೆರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ನಾನ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಮೂರು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಆಗಲೇಬೇಕು, ಆವಾಗ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್. ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಕಾಮನ್ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್, ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಟು ನಾನ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಡು ಯು ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಪೇರ್? ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಪೇರ್, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್. ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಪೇರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಪೇರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ adjacent plus supplementary. Adjacent, you know, 3 condition must be satisfied. Supplementary angles means what? 180. If any 2 angles are adjacent as well as supplementary, ಯಾವುದೇ ಎರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ನೂ ಅದ, ಅದ್ರ ಜೋಡಿಗೆ ಸಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ರಿನೂ ಅದ, ಅವಾಗ ಅಂಥ ಎರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತೀವಿ? ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಪೇರ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಒನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. Now here in this case 2 angles are formed, XOY, XOZ. Let us take this as a 30 degree and this as a 150 degree. Okay, so 2 angles are formed, XOY, XOY, XOY. Angle XOY is how much? 30 degree. XOZ is how much? 150 XOZ is a 150 degree. Now let me check whether XOY and XOZ are they adjacent. ಸೊ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಹೌದೋ ಅಲ್ಲೋ ಇವೆರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸನ್ನು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಎರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ನಡುವೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರು ಓ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈಡ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್, ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಚೆಕ್ ವೆದರ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್. ಎಸ್, ದಿಸ್ XO ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್. XOY ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ XO ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ, XOZ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ XO ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ XO ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್. Now third condition, check whether XO is between two non-common arms. Yes, this XO is between YO and OZ. YO is also non-common arm and OZ is also non-common arm. In between these two non-common arms, common arm XO is there. Therefore, both are adjacent. Both are adjacent angles. Now check, are they supplementary angles? What is the condition to say any two angles are supplementary? If the sum of any two angles is equals to 180 degree. 30 plus 150 is how much? 180 degree, no? If sum of any two angles is equal to 180 degree, then we can call them as a supplementary angles. We can call it as a adjacent angles plus supplementary angle together is known as a, instead of telling any two angles as a supplementary also and adjacent also, we have another name, that is a linear pair. Is a linear. So now we can say angle XOY, therefore XOY and XOZ are linear pair. Okay. I hope you got my point. You can read the textbook for extra information. For next class I will start the exercise 5.1. Thank you and all, have a nice day. Take care.